Hi everyone, this is Ramona coming back at you. Okay, today I'm going to let you know I'm going to be doing another documentary. I'm really excited about this one. This is called the Ketogenic Diet. And the reason why I'm so excited is I started this diet on the 1st of this month, the 1st of November. And so far I've lost inches, like a good amount of inches. I have been like complimented that you look a little different. You look like you lost a little bit. Did you lose weight? And I'm like, yes, I did. Okay, so I can't get over this diet. This diet is amazing. This is not a diet that I've ever heard of in my life. When you hear diet, you hear torture, right? Oh, you gotta go on a diet because you're gaining like too much weight, right? And you're like, oh my god, I don't want to do it because you're like starving. What do you think of when you want to diet? When you have to diet, you think of, lettuce and I gotta be best friends, and fruits and a little bit of meat, right? And what does that mean? That you're just going to be starving all the time. That's a big major part of it, right? And no matter how much you put that food inside your stomach, it's just not cutting it. Some nutritionists will say, oh, just have like 5 little meals each day, and that way you'll just constantly be eating, and you won't feel like you're starving. No, you're hungry. If your stomach is empty, most of the time you're hungry, and that's why diets and I don't get along. I'm hungry all the time. I'm tired. It's not that I don't have a dedication. It's not that I can't do it. It's just that you're not supposed to be hungry all the time. And I have a lot of weight to lose. That's a long time for me to be hungry. And I'm not having it, okay? So I'm really excited about this. With this documentary, you're going to get the facts of how much I weigh. Yes. And then what the ketogenic diet is all about. I'm going to also be giving you some ideas and opinions of what I think that is okay and what's not okay. What else? Whatever I feel like I think that you need to know, I will give you that information. Okay, so let's get started. Alright, so what is the ketogenic diet? The ketogenic diet is high fats, just as much equally amounts of protein. So proteins and fats, healthy fats, okay? And very, very low carbs, no sugar. So within a day, you can have 2 handfuls of lettuce, and it doesn't matter. When I say lettuce, I mean a leafy vegetable. So it can be iceberg lettuce, which is the unhealthiest lettuce that you can have. So you don't, okay, so if you're going to do this, you might as well go for the healthy. The darker the vegetable, the better for you. The more color the vegetable, better for you. So even though this is a low-carb diet, try to go for the healthiest stuff. The best thing that you can do is if you can stomach it, because some people can't really stomach it unless it's like in a smoothie or something. Okay, and you won't be getting enough veggies in this diet to make a smoothie. So see what you can do. 2 handfuls. So of lettuce. So when you rip off the lettuce or a leafy vegetable, 1 handful, like a handful and another handful. A handful and another handful. Okay. And then also you want to have one handful of like starchy, something that's really starchy. And I didn't print out exactly what it is that you can eat as far as vegetables go, or what you can't eat. I'm going by the golden rule, which is, these are the rules. You cannot have potatoes, sweet potatoes, or corn. And here's a fact about the corn. Did you know that farmers give their animals corn to fatten them up? And so here we are, all this time on our diets, like, oh, we're eating healthy, we're having potatoes and sweet potatoes, and there's a potatoes, you know, and the corn, okay, not good, not for losing weight, okay. So again, with the leafy vegetables, you want to do kale. Kale is really good for you, and that's like the King Lord God Boo Boo of all leafy vegetables. I mean, you're gonna get smacked in the face with good, healthy vegetable. I mean, like a good source of nutrients with that. The taste, however, is not, you know. So do that sparingly, or if you like it, great. That's even better. But I try to do the romaine salad, like, and either the green leaves or the red leaves are a little bit more bitter. But anyways, okay, so you want to have, so we've got the vegetables out of the way. No fruit. Absolutely no fruit. Why? The reason why you can't have fruit in this diet, because what's the main thing that has, besides the nutrients, but what is the major factor that's in those fruits? Sugar. Sugar will not allow you to go into ketosis, okay? So did I explain that? So I'm jumping, oh my gosh, I jumped from what is okay. So I'll get to that in a minute. Let's stick with the food. Okay, so the other thing is, oh, it's perfect, because I'll follow up what ketosis is after I get past the meat. Okay, so the next thing that you want to focus in, okay, so the dairy. You can have about 4 ounces of dairy each, 4 ounces of cheese, okay? The good cheese, not the processed stuff. You cannot have the processed stuff. So basically, you can have, like, you know, go to the deli. That's where your best bet is. And, you know, do your research, okay? Like, I use Sargentos. Do not use shredded Sargentos or any other kind of cheese. Do not use shredded cheese. Do you know why? Do you ever wonder why that cheese doesn't stick together? Because they actually roll that stuff, like they fluff it up in a corn, like a corn powder, to make it not stick. And what can't we not have? Corn, right? So you have to have sliced cheese. Try to get it either Sargentos, which is a little bit more expensive, or the deli, which is even more expensive. So you decide. Let's try to stay away from the process. You don't try. Stay away from the processed stuff. Okay. So with the dairy, if you have if you need like a liquid dairy, heavy whipping cream. Okay. No milk. No light stuff. No, you know, this is not diet like the way that you think. Everything that you thought, if you're going to follow this ketogenic diet, anything that you ever learned on other diets, forget about it, okay? So we want the real cheese. We want the fatty meats, okay? We only want small amounts of vegetables, and I told you about that. And no fruit, because it has insane amounts of sugar in it. Sugar turns into carbohydrates, okay? And what do carbs do? Keeps you fat. Okay, so it does give you energy, yes, but there's the whole science behind this, okay? All right, and then so yes, the meats. So steak or anything from a cow is going to have a higher calorie, yes, but like more nutrients in it, okay, and a higher fat content. Chicken has a lower fat content. Now mind you, so the more fat you put in your more healthy fats and natural fats, okay, so animal fats, it's natural. There's other oils, I'm going to get to that in a minute, which you need to have. So this is a fat-based, a natural fat-based diet. That's what this diet is all about, okay? And that's where you're going to lose the weight. That's what your fuel. Instead of using carbohydrates that you get from certain vegetables, all vegetables and free foods, okay, instead of getting your nutrients from that, you're going to get it from the meat, the protein, and the fat. Mostly the fat, okay? Because actually, if you eat too much meat, the meat can actually turn into carbohydrates, and that can keep you fat. It'll prevent you from getting into ketosis. And ketosis is when your body is totally reliant, totally has shifted from burning sugar and carbs to burning fat, because that's basically what this diet's all about, okay? And I'm hoping that everybody is going to hang in here with this documentary. The first documentary is going to be the longest one because there's a lot of me telling you what's up, okay? So we covered the vegetables. Okay, so eggs. Eggs, you want like a really good amount of eggs. So eggs are like high in protein, okay? So eggs are great. Now, it's really hard to eat too much meat or too much protein, really. Well, there it is. If you don't want to do liquid protein. I know that a lot of girls, a lot of women, men too, after they work out, they want a protein drink. Okay, so that's when you probably have a problem. You have to watch your protein intake, because like I said, protein turns into what? Carbohydrates. You don't want that. And that prevents you from getting into ketosis, okay? So, okay, so what else? What's the other foods that you have? Okay, so the oils. The oils that you can have are, you want to stay away from any vegetable oil. No vegetable oil, the only thing that's really good is two oils that you can consume, which is olive oil, and the big bang oil is the coconut oil. Oh my God. Okay, so I don't know, about maybe 4 days ago I started drinking the coconut coffee, which everybody online is talking about. Oh, we're going to have our morning coconut coffee. What's coconut coffee? Okay, coconut coffee is your regular coffee, no sugar. Remember I told you absolutely no sugar. So your coffee, and I'm blessed because I hate sugar in my coffee. It's disgusting. So I'm blessed with this. So coffee, cream, and coconut oil. And yes, you think like, ooh, you put coconut oil in there, yuck. But I thought that, and I put the oil in there, and I stirred it up, kept on stirring, drinking, and sipping it. It actually tastes pretty good. It wasn't bad. It was good. After a while from doing that on day 3, oh my God, I was sitting here, and all of a sudden, I got like this burst of energy, and I'm like, oh my God. Yeah, so that was crazy. And it was, it raises your body temperature. Coconut oil is really good for 1,000,001 things, okay? I have tons of coconut oil in my kitchen, not because I knew I was going to be on this ketosis diet, but because I use coconut oil for my hair, I put it on my skin, I use it to remove makeup, but I never thought to ingest, and I also make natural soaps out of them, but I never thought to ingest it. And I'm so glad that I came across that, because yeah, it ups my my metabolism. My cheeks are red. I'm like, oh my God, it's so hot in here. Why? It's because my body temperature has risen, which what does that mean? When you're hot on the inside, what are you doing? You're burning fat, so that's good. And on top of that, I got up and I was like, oh my God, so hyper. And I'm like, I just had to, like, you know, run around. I'm not joking. I was in my apartment. I really had to release that energy. And that's what coconut oil is all about. And yeah, that's fantastic. Coconut oil. So have your coconut coffee in the morning, okay? So, alright. I don't want this document to run too long. So I'm going to tell you when I started this diet, I was looking online and I saw that a lot of people were losing tons of weight, like 15 pounds, 20 pounds, like a whole lot of weight, which I felt like it discouraged me for, like, I'm like, oh, I didn't lose that much weight, you know, but they were saying that the people who have really bad carbs in their body and really bad sugar, the people who are living off the sugar, which I was, living off the carbs, all I ate was pasta bread and blah, blah, blah. That was my everything. So I'm going to talk about the carbohydrate, the flu. There's a carb flu, okay? That's something else. That's you detoxing off the sugar and carbs, okay? So, and then getting into ketosis, which means burning off oils and fats. That's it, okay? So, I hope that this really comes out pretty good. Okay, so, alright, so I'm going to tell you. Oh, okay, so this is, I'm sorry about that. So the thing is that everybody's body is different, okay? So I did lose, during the induction phase, what you're gonna lose first is water. Now, okay, so my big thing about me is that I can't get rid of the water, and I'm really scared about that because I just felt like I'm just gonna blow up and explode one day, and I'm like my water pills are not working as well as they used to work, and I'm like, oh my God, one day they're just gonna completely stop working, and that's not cool because how am I supposed to expel water out of my body? And I mean, it's so bad to the point where I have wrinkles on my ankles. So when the water does come out of my body, I have really bad, wrinkle, nasty ankles. I'm just telling you guys this because this is how, you know, worried I am about my health. So I can't really bend my leg. You know, it's really hard for me to move. Can you imagine, like, if you're in a balloon and somebody blows you up, and so you have to walk around like, you know, it's hard. Not scary, because I'm worried about my health. I don't know what to do, and plus I'm borderline. I'm not diabetes yet, thank God, but I am borderline diabetes. Last time I went to my my internalist, my numbers actually went down a bit. So that was good, but I was starving. Remember I told you before about the regular diets that we have. Yes, I was losing the weight. Yes, my diabetes was looking, and not my cholesterol and all that was looking better, but I was starving. I'm like, how can I keep this up forever? I can't. Okay, so so at one point, I also did a documentary about the lemonade cleanse. Go check that video out. That was really a good video and a good documentary. It actually worked to get expelling all the water. So anyway, so I'm really excited that I'm on this diet. I'm not hungry anymore. I'm really full. I love the foods that I'm eating. I actually get to eat meat, fattening meat, and the more fat you eat, the less hungry you're going to be, and so you eat less. But you also have to keep your fat up, you know, make sure that's when the coconut coffee comes in handy, which is right there, you know, just to keep the fats and the healthy fats in your body. So when I started 296 on the first, I was 296. I was actually bigger way back when I was doing the documentary. I think 300, something like that. I don't know. But when I started this one, I was 296. Now I'm down to the scale fluctuates between 289 and 290. Yeah, that's a lot. I need to lose like 90 pounds. I need a lot of weight to lose. But I'm really excited about this diet because I'm eating good. I feel like I'm cheating. I'm feeling like, you know, this is not a diet. And yet, the induction, this is all water weight that's coming off of my body. But I'm freaking like, are you serious? And by the way, I'm eating salt because they tell you to eat salt. I think 5,000 milligrams of salt, okay? Which is crazy, right? And I'm actually expelling water during salt. So I don't even know if the salt was my issue. I think that the carbs was my issue, gluten mess, and sugar. I remember when I would eat bananas, I would blow up. Like I just felt like, ooh, you know, not good. So yeah, so now I lost 6 pounds of water. Okay, so now I have not got my ketosis strips, which they're about $16. I'm gonna go pick up a bottle tomorrow. What those are, these strips that you urinate on, and on the bottle it has like from like, I don't know, yellow to light pink, brighter until you get to a dark red. And you want to get as close to that dark red as possible, and that means that you're in ketosis. But even if you're in the lightest box of pink, you can't be kind of in ketosis. That just a trace of ketosis, a trace of you being in ketosis is you being in ketosis, so that's really great. And that means that your body has rid itself mostly of the carbs and the sugar that's not burning anymore, okay? You ever, you know what's frustrating? When people who work out, they don't understand. They're like, I work out, and I work out, and I work out, and I work out, and I work out. For like a long time. And this is all the carbs, this is all the calories that I've burned off. This is it. You know, because sadly what's happening is that the first half an hour of you the first half an hour of your workout, guess what? You're only burning off the food, the carbs that you've eaten that day, and the sugar that you eaten that day. You haven't even gotten to the fat burning yet. So you have to work out for at least a good 45 minutes to an hour each day in order to really lose that weight. For like people who are really desperately needing to lose a lot of weight. I'm not talking about the skinny McMinis who you just breathe on them and they'll lose the weight, you know what I mean? I'm talking to the women and men who know what I mean. You know, you got a lot to lose and you feel like, why am I not losing this? Why? It's because you're stabilizing yourself. You notice that you don't gain anything when you're dieting, but you're not losing. And even if you lose, you're losing very little, and it's very, very, and you're starving all the time, okay? So this way, when you're working out, the first thing, if you're in ketosis, which, you know, so there's no carbs in your body anymore, there's no sugar in your body, when you work out, you're already at that level of working with your fat. So from the time you start working out and half an hour, you've been burning off your fat for like half an hour. And I'm going to be talking about that too, the exercise and everything. None of that slow stuff, but I'm going to talk to you guys about that as well, okay? So I'm going to wrap this up right now. This is the first part of my documentary, and I hope that you guys, anybody who stumbles onto my video, that they can do this with me as well. I'm like really excited and see where this is going. I'm only been on a diet for 2 weeks exactly. I just got over the carb flu and everything, so yes, okay, so yeah, that's like another thing. But I'm really excited. That's a good sign that I was, you know, in carb flu, because that means that my body's really transiting from carbs to fat, from burning carbs to now burning fat. Ketosis. That's what that is. Okay. So, alright. So please like, please like my videos, subscribe, please comment. Google Plus. But, you know. Okay. So, love you guys, and let's do this. And I can't wait until the end of this month to see what happens. But month 1 induction. So everybody needs to give this. Remember, it didn't take you overnight to get this big. It's not going to take you overnight to lose it. But I'll tell you this, from what I'm hearing, is that you will definitely lose it really quickly. And yes, and the one thing that you do have to do is exercise. You do have to exercise, because then you don't, when you do lose this weight, you don't want to be flabby skinny, you know. What do they call it? They call it skinny fat. The ones that lost all that weight, but they still look fat because their skin is all loose in their body. There's no definition in their body and all that. Because, yeah, your butt didn't work out. That's why. That's why your butt is hanging down by the back of your knees. Oh, that was a really disgusting picture. Okay, so, alright, once again, thank you. Bye.